Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to my live tutorial today. I'm excited to share a cute little treat box or treat packaging and a matching card with you today. My name is Lori DeGroot from Lorita Marie Crafts and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Calgary, Alberta. And I come live on Facebook here every Thursday at 12 p.m. Mountain Time to share fun tips, techniques, and inspiration to get you crafting and using your crafting supplies. And if you were ever looking for more ideas, information, inspiration, whatever you're looking for, you can always head over to my website, which is loritamariecrafts.ca. So hopefully you guys are doing well today. Let's get things set up here. Thank you so much for joining. And if you're tuning into the replay later, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch later. So hopefully everyone's doing good today. So I have another fun kind of little Halloween-y themed project, but of course it can be tweaked for any occasion. I can't believe that Halloween is only 3 days away. So I've got two kids in grade 3 and grade 6. So of course they're very excited about Halloween and trick-or-treating and costumes. And sometimes we go easy on costumes and sometimes we make them ourselves and sometimes we buy them. So I don't know. I was just wondering, does anybody have a favorite costume memory you can put in the comments? So something that you love that you dressed up as, or something that was so great or something that was so bad. I don't know. I was trying to think about all the Halloween costumes. I loved Disney as a teenager, as you know, everyone loves Disney, but as a teenager I loved Disney, and I remember dressing up as Belle one year, and I took my older sister's grad dress. She had a yellow grad dress, and we converted it into Belle's like fancy dress. So that was kind of fun. And I think I went as Tinkerbell one year, which is kind of hilarious. I'm not as tiny as Tinkerbell, so I don't know why I thought that was a great idea. I think that was even grade 12. So lots of funny things like that. My kids have had some great costumes over the years. They have good ideas. And last year we had like a games theme that was kind of fun. So my daughter went as an Uno card. So we made her an Uno card costume. And then my son went as Mr. Monopoly or Mr. Moneybags from Monopoly. So that was kind of fun. So their costumes are coming together. Tomorrow they dress up for school. And I'm excited to share what we did this year. Mary Poppins. Yeah, I love, Mary Poppins is like my favorite Disney character. My son was asking me the other day what my favorite Disney character was. And I was like, I think it's Mary Poppins. That's a good one. Okay, so one more thing before we get to the crafty bit is I have a Christmas Stamp-A-Stack class that's open right now. So today is actually the very last day to register for this class. And what a Stamp-A-Stack is that just means you make multiple cards of kind of a few designs. So I have 4 designs for you to choose from, and then you can actually decide different levels of how many cards you want to make, 8, 12, or 16. And this year I have a really great option as well called the new Stamper Basics Pack. And so if you don't have some kind of just simple basics to get going and you still want to make some Christmas cards, you can just add that on to your class and you're going to get a stamp set. Oh, I thought I had it here, but you're going to get the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set. You're going to get a block so that you can use your stamp set. You're going to get a black ink pad and then some adhesive. Okay, so you're going to get those 4 things added so to just help you get crafting. So you definitely want that if you don't have all the supplies that you need. And like I said, today is the very last day to sign up. So if you would like to be a part of my Stamp-A-Stack, you get everything cut, prepped, everything sent out to you, or you can pick it up here in town if you live in Calgary, or I can mail it out. And there's a PDF that goes with it and a full video tutorial. So just working on the tutorial this week. So it just takes you through step by step. I just find videos easier than paper instructions. So I just thought I would make a video for it. So if you would like to sign up, you can put a comment here to contact you, or you can send me a message through Facebook here or through my email. All the information is on my blog as well for the class, Christmas Stamp-A-Stack. So just be sure that you contact me by the end of today. Oh, I was going to show you the cards. So they're in my hand. So I've got 4 designs, you know, to try to do a variety of different styles. Yeah. So you can choose a couple designs, all the designs. There's lots of flexibility in there. So that is that. Okay, so now we're gonna get crafting. So today I am themed out. Actually, you can't really see my sweater. Maybe I'll tilt the camera down in a second. But I'm themed to my project today. So my family, we love Harry Potter. And we're not like crazy obsessive like some people, but we do like Harry Potter. And so I'm going with like a burgundy and gold kind of themed project, a little magical theme for you today. So here, let's actually, can you see my sweater? I love, so platform 9 3/4. So this is my sweater that I got. I was able to take a trip to London a few years ago. And so I was actually at platform 9 3/4. So that is our theme for today. But as always, if you are not into Halloween, I always like to say, like, you can definitely tweak this to any occasion, right? You just change the sentiment on it, and then it can be anything that you like, of course. Okay, so I think we've got everything set up there. Okay. So you may have seen this before, but I thought that it would be fun to try my own. So to go with our theme, I got chocolate. Gotta have chocolate, right? And so it's gonna be a little Ferrero Rocher treat packaging. And so of course you could change this to Halloween or to Christmas colors and make it a Christmas treat. So let me just show you so you know what we're aiming towards. So it kind of just sits up like this. And then you fit the little Ferrero Rocher inside. It's so cute. And so it's kind of a little magical theme here. So let's get going. I'm going to show you a few different things and hope you learn something fun today while we're making this. So I'm going to get my paper trimmer. And we're going to start with Mary Merlot, which is, if you've noticed, it's a color I've been trying to use a little bit more. And we're gonna cut it a strip here that's 2 inches wide, and then it needs to be 8 1/4 inches long. So 8 1/4. And sorry, let's see here. Okay, and then we're going to do our scoring. So we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 2 1/2 inches, 3 inches, and 5 inches. So that's the first step there. And then you could keep this straight, but I thought that it looks cute when it's got like a decorative top. So I'm just going to use a tag punch. So this is the Delightful Tag Topper. There's a couple different tag topper punches in the catalog. And so the longer side here, so this side, we got a short score line, right? So we want to go on the taller side there. That's the side that we're going to punch. And so we're going to push it till it's nice and firm. And then we're going to punch the top of that. So that just kind of gives a fun look to it. And then we can go ahead and kind of burnish all our folds here. So we've got that. And then this one. Let's see, am I doing this the right way? Yeah, so just burnish all your folds. Okay, so now we need a spot for our little Ferrero Rocher to sit in, right? So we're gonna be using the Layering Circles dies. And so I've got a few different ones today. So these are awesome. So you've got scalloped shapes and regular circles in a variety of sizes. And so we're going to be using the regular circle that is about 1 3/8 inches wide. Okay, so, and we're gonna cut out from this panel here. So I'm gonna need to get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I was thinking about this as kind of being like my stamping best friend or my crafting best friend. I don't know, if you don't have one of these machines, it is so worth the value because I use it constantly, every day, all the time. It always performs awesome. It's so great. And it really just expands all the things that you can do in your crafting. So if you're ready to kind of step up, maybe you've just been using punches or things like that, getting your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine might be the next step. So it's so easy to use as well. Okay, maybe I wouldn't burnish my folds first because now it's all puffing up on me. But so we're gonna put that circle in this panel here and just gonna center it. Create our sandwich, so platform 1, 2, and then cutting plate, paper, cutting plate on top. And then we're just going to run it through. Okay. And we're gonna keep using that, so we'll just keep that out. Okay, and so we've got our little circle cut out. So we're actually going to save this circle and use it later. So we'll just put those aside. Now we need our gold foil. Been using it for some other things there. All right. And now we want to create that kind of rim for this, just to kind of dress it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I've grabbed another scalloped circle, and then that same plain one, I'm going to just set it inside. And then it's going to give me a cutout circle shape here. So I'm just going to hold that in place, and we're going to run that through. Okay, then we're going to take that off. Okay, and then we can see that I've got like that perfect rim, and it kind of even gives a little embossed edge, which I really like. And then you can use maybe that gold circle in the future. So when you put it onto your project, it's going to create like this perfect little rim. Now I need one more piece with the gold while I've got the machine out here. And, oops, so I'll put that back on. I want another scalloped shape. So I'm just going to cut out a smaller one. And so that's to go with that Mary Merlot piece that we cut out. And here's a tip. When I'm cutting gold foil with my machine, I try to keep a clean cutting plate. So you can buy replacement cutting plates, right? Super easy. But if you use a cutting plate that's really well used, which I have lots of, like tons of cuts, it'll imprint all those little etches and scratches onto your foil. And so if you're using your foil and you want it to be a nice clean surface, you're going to want to make sure you're going to use a cutting plate that's not too used up yet. So that's just a tip for you there. Okay, so we've kind of got our pieces started here. So the next thing I'm going to do is put this on. So this is going to, I just want to put this on before we put it up. So you just want to make sure you have it on the right side. So it's actually going to fold up like this. So once you kind of know what side it's going to go on, that's where we want our gold ring to go. And I could have used an adhesive sheet maybe to get that exactly, get that sticky. But I'm going to use my fine tip glue as my adhesive for this. And just kind of run it around the edge there. And then go ahead and center that there. And then you just got to hold it down for a few seconds until it adheres. But usually dries pretty quick. And then of course you want to make sure that you get your lid back on with the pin fairly quickly so that you don't dry out that tip. Okay, so we've got that. Already looks cute. So we need to decorate this too. So we want a little piece of DSP. And so I love the look of the black with the polka dots. It kind of looks like a starry sky. I thought that it kind of looked like the night sky there. So I thought that was kind of fun. So we're going to cut this piece to 1 3/4 by 2. So we just need a little piece. And then to match the style of the top, since we've kind of got that decorative top, I decided that I wanted to round the corners of my DSP. And I just have this old style corner rounder, but there's a corner rounder still in the annual catalog. It's just a triple punch with 3 different punches on it. So if you don't have one yet, that's a good one to get. Okay, so then we're just going to use our seal on the back of that. And we're just going to line that up kind of closer to the top there, so that it's not super hidden when we put it there. Okay, so all we need is 1 piece of adhesive here. So I'm going to use tear and tape so that it's nice and strong. But I mean, you can use whatever adhesive you like. Okay. Peel that off. And then we're going to go ahead and fold that up and kind of line it up. And then sometimes I use my bone folder to kind of get in there and get a good adhesion. All right, already cute, right? You already know the star of the show is your Ferrero Rocher that's going to sit in there. Okay, so to do a little more decorating, we're going to grab that nice gold foil circle that we made. And this is the Mary Merlot piece that we cut out from here. So repurposing that a little bit. So we're just going to attach this with seal. So the gold is peeking out a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Oh, I got it super crooked. You won't make yours as crooked. And we're going to put that right in the center. Now, for our sentiment, I mean, there's so many different things that you could do. So on my sample here, I did Happy Halloween, right? But I'm going to show you Happy Birthday as well. So I'm going to just do a quick embossing for you. Sometimes I do the embossing ahead of time on a video, but sometimes I just like to show you that it's really not as complicated as it might look. So I'm just stamping a happy birthday that is actually from the, oh, I forgot a step. Needed my scrap paper there. From the art gallery stamp set. And then I just use a scrap paper. It's folded in the middle. I've stamped it in Versamark. I'm using the white embossing powder that comes from, I think it's the Basics kit now. So it comes with clear, white, and black, I think. So I've put the powder on, and now usually I like flick the back to get some excess off. And then I like to close up my Versamark before I stick everything in there. And then I like to put my powder away before I create a disaster, which, I mean, crafting is just messy sometimes, right? Okay, so then we need our heat tool to set the powder. So this is the Stampin' Up! Heat tool. It's got 2 settings, 1, 2. I'm going to push it to 2, and I'm just going to heat that up so you won't be able to hear me while that's on. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And that's it. Easy peasy, right? It only takes a few seconds. And you can tell it's done. It slowly gets shiny. So see, this is magical as well, right? We've got magic today. Heat embossing always looks magical when you do it. I love it. Okay, and so then maybe I'll use my trimmer to get it straight. I was going to hand cut it, but you know. So I think maybe, yeah, about a 1/2 inch piece there looks just right. And then you can just trim it to size. And then you've got a little sentiment there. The stamp set I used is this one here because it had lots of little phrases to choose from here. All right, so then on the back, I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals. Trying to see the comments there. Do we not need to use the embossing buddy? I still have an embossing buddy and I do use it on black once in a while, but they don't actually, it's not in the catalog anymore, but it just is kind of like an anti-static thing to kind of keep the excess powder off, but it's just up to you. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And then I just felt like it needed stars. And this is kind of funny when you have some dies to work with or punches or whatever. Think it kind of outside the box. I was like, where am I going to get little stars? Well, believe it or not, in the Christmas trimmings die set, which, sorry, it's kind of a mess, there's the perfect little star. It was meant to be. I was like, that's exactly what I need. So I went ahead and I cut out a couple in the gold to go with my Starry Night Magical Sky theme. And we just put one up there. And then we're going to put another one. And then all that we have left to do is the ribbon on top. So I wanted a little ribbon. I'm going to use this gold shimmer ribbon. If you have not seen this yet, it's actually in the annual catalog, but I feel like it's one of those products that's like a little hidden, like you don't know it's there because you think gold might be in the holiday catalog. But it's actually in the annual catalog and I really love it. It's like satiny kind of. So just cut off a piece however long you want it, and then I'm gonna go back to front, take the loop it through, and pull. And that's it. And then if you don't, that's kind of maybe a bit long. So then you could kind of trim the tails as you want. And so there we go with our little Ferrero Rocher guy in there, which is the best part, right? All right, now I wanted to quickly show you, I'm not gonna make it for you today, but I thought, you know what, maybe this needs a matching card. So I wanna show you the card that I designed as well. And then, oh, I need to talk about my little game that I had on my page. Did anybody do the pumpkin game? The look and find? Where you had to find the poker chip? Okay, so this is my matching card. So I kind of went with that magic theme again. So you are magic, and then happy birthday. And so we've got the same color scheme. So I just made it note card size, right? So that's a 3.5 by 5 size card. And then we've got Matt with Mary Merlot in the same polka dot DSP. And then what I did here was I used my gold foil again, and then I used my playful alphabet dies. Okay, and so then I lined them up with a ruler to get them nice and straight. And then I cut them out, and so I've got those letters cut out. And then I wanted to use the negative so that I could put the, I don't know if you guys can see that on there, but it's the black glimmer paper, which I think is on back order still, but you can still get it. So you can put it on back order. Oh, see, that looks awesome. So when you see it in person, you've got the black glitter that is shining behind, and then I used that satin ribbon again in the background. So that's kind of a matching little birthday set. Maybe you have a Harry Potter fan in your life, and this would look really cute. You know, on Pinterest, they make these the snitch, and they just tape wings. So you could tape wings to this if make it look like the golden snitch. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, you won't, but that's okay. But that's just something you could do to get, your crafty self going. All right, I think that was it for the project. We just need to talk about my little game there. One sec here. There we go. Never want to come up upside down. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Go check out my Facebook page. I have a fun little game. It was like find the poker chip in the pumpkins. And when I first did it, I swear it took me forever to find it. And I love looking finds. Try not to zoom though. Try not to cheat by like zooming out the picture and looking for it. I was gonna tell the answer, but if you haven't done it yet, I want you to go do it. So maybe I'll tell the answer later on. Maybe tomorrow morning, and then give people a chance to do it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, watching these projects. I hoped that you like it and you'll make a cute little Ferrero Rocher package in the colors of your choice and give a little treat to a friend. And now I get to sit with a coffee and my Ferrero Rocher this afternoon. And don't forget about my Christmas Stamp-A-Stack class. Today is the last day to sign up, so I really hope that you sign up for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I got lots of special treats for people who are signing up as well. So thank you again, and until next week where I have another fun project to share with you. Can't wait. Bye-bye.